Part 2 of the Uncharted 4 speedboat coming up right now. So let's get to this. Just looking at a couple of images here, and I see on these pieces here, I see a little cut like that, so I might work on that. But also on the back we have these hooks, and as well I'm just looking at the placement of those things along the side. We got one sort of say mid-cabin, and then there, and then there, and then we got something at the front for the ropes to attach to. So let's see if we can fix that up. What was that again? Mid-cabin, and then halfway past the arch, the curve, let's say. So let's say I took that one. Let's get rid of these ropes. You could do those again sometime. Let's say that one was there. And we're going to be working on the cabin soon. Say that was there. I'm not sure what's up at the front. Just looking through the various images. I don't know, tied down somehow, or I'm going to leave that off for the moment. But let's just get those back little rings there. Let's do something for that. All right, so this is some kind of stuff. Okay, so let's do this. Let's grab maybe that and bring the 3D cursor there. And I'll go over to the side a little bit. But let's bring in a plane and rotate X90 and scale it down and just start thinking. Let's control 1 to look from the very back. Scale that down and bring it, say maybe around there. And I'll just get the rough shape that I would want that. Let's say it was something like that. So that would be like the plate that would hold the ring. So I'm just going to extrude back and get rid of that face. Push that in a bit, like maybe scale down a bit. Somewhere around there, anyhow. I could always move that later. So let's come in and we'll grab that edge and that edge. And it's the usual kind of stuff. Nothing spectacular going on, just the work we got to do. Let's bevel that. I guess I could go with 3, right? And we'll bevel that with 3. So that's there. And I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there, and I'll do this with I'll use a circle. That's 16 vertices. Scale it down. I'm going to rotate Y 90. And let's just have one more look at that. I can't tell if it's a circle or a hook or whatever, so I'm just going to do a circle. So I'm going to bring that out, and I'm going to delete those. And that's probably basically what I want to do. So I'm going to take that and I'll convert that to a curve, and then I'll just up the bevel depth, and we'll get something like that. That actually looks too big to me. Probably is a hook, but I just don't know. So could research it on boats, but what if I had that? Let's just do that and zoom out a bit. Yeah, it still does look too big. What if I squash it down a bit in the Z, like that, and take that, squash that in the Z a bit? Doesn't look too circular now. I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to just go with that, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. All right, so let's put the resolution at 3 and convert it to a mesh and shade smooth. I probably would end up putting a subdivision on it and applying that. It's kind of high poly, but I'm just going to join that and say, okay, there it is. And I could still, I could take it and I could make it a bit smaller. All right, so there it is. And Shift C to bring the 3D cursor back to the very middle. Take that, let's just double check that that's okay. All right, and set the origin to the 3D cursor, and we can mirror that. So at least we got that thing there. And that is, I'm just going to call that rope hook, and bring it down into this collection here. All right, so we definitely need, I just want to double check that there's absolutely no other one. Yeah, see, yeah, in that view, it looks very short, right? Yeah, I got lots of different ones. Hmm. Very similar to that kind of tie down. I don't particularly like that one, but I think just to have something there for now, I'm going to go into edit mode and shift D to. No, I'm not going to do it that way. Well, I'll break it out. Need to break it out. And I'm going to use that. I'm just going to. Let's bring that up. And I may remodel that piece. But for now, I'm going to take that and put that in here. Don't make it there like that. No, geez, where? Okay, that thing's further back and then that's up there. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll take this guy. We'll bring you back there and we'll bring you up. Like that. And maybe they all need to be smaller. All right, for now, we'll go with that. Okay. So we got that. Now, is there something we can do here? And let's have a look again at these. So they're a little bit more longer and they project out in front of that seat-like thing. Okay, so we can work on that. Let's bring them out here. And where is the... It's on the inside. What am I doing? Alright, just want to see if... let's focus on that. If I can fix this up. If I get rid of these, dissolve those, and I have that, can I just split you like that? And maybe I'll bevel these just a little bit with 3. And we would have that. So I'll do that, and I'll take this one, and we'll get rid of that. And then, let's see if this is not ready to mirror right now. Yes, oops. And I'm going to bring them out a little bit further as well. So I'm just going to pull them out even further. Oh, my dog is sleeping and dreaming and yelping in his sleep. That's cute. I think all of these things are too big, but you know, that's part of the tweaking, which we'll do later. The other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to come into here and maybe just let's see how much I need to take. No, let's just look from the side and see if I can take that, put on proportional editing, maybe smooth. Let's try that. I just wanted to do that. And because I've done that, do I need to? No, I don't want to do that. I just wanted to move this a little bit. Let's just focus on that. Period key to zoom in. I'm not certain I need to do this. I'm going to turn that off. Just a little bit less thickness there. I'll take that and just push it under. So you have a little bit of that. And I can adjust the size of this if I want, but what we're going to do now is we're going to start working on this thing. All right, so and that's going to go up a little bit further anyhow, and then back to be a bit longer. So I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there and get rid of that. And I think the way I'm going to do this, well, let's bring in a circle that's still 16. Scale it up like this. Get rid of these. Let's take this and scale that in the Y. Pretty flat, but just with a little bit of roundness. And take these and extrude back to about there for now. Actually, I'm going to be moving that up. We'll see. We'll see how far. Let's take that for now, and I'm going to extrude down. I sort of want it roughly around there. And the roof piece is going to cover that, so I don't really need to do the top. I could try to work with that. I'm just wondering if that's going to be, I think it's going to be fine if I do that. And, you know, it might be taller and stuff a little bit. We'll get the height kind of right. All right, let's have a look at, let's get out of this and just scroll through. Yeah, I'd rather go to this. So this is what we're looking at here, and then the top. I think I do actually need the roof part of that. I'm just going to fill it like that. And let's see. It's facing the right way for now. All right, so let's do this. Let's bevel the top, because I'm going to have some pieces of wood that go across this. So let's bevel that with, like, say 3. Fixing up the shading. I'll angle it in a bit, or will I do that now? I think we're going to be doing that. All right, so the way I'm going to do that, I think, is I'm going to go into wireframe, and I'm going to select one of the, like, sort of like the frontmost vertex or vertices. If I guess that's right in the middle there. And I'm going to Shift S, cursor to selected, and I'm going to switch to my 3D cursor there. And I'll select the whole thing, and I'm going to go to the shear tool here, and I'm just going to shear it back like that. I think this is what I want to do. I think I want to do that now. Let's have a look at that. And then I will probably move it forward still a little bit. Yeah, I may even move it till like around there. All right, it doesn't have to be too much. All right, let's go back to median point, and then take all of these, and let's scale Y0, and I don't need to snap or anything, just roughly to there to see the approximate depth. See, that puts that there. And I guess I could put the instruments on there. I'm just looking to see a bit of a step, just, you know, enough room for the cabin. See, this is kind of what we're going for. I'll be referring to this image to get the depth. This is a different style, though. This might be fan art. It's a bit more rounded in that one, but we're okay with what we've got, I think. I just want, yeah, sorry, back to the height idea. I think we're gonna do something like that. All right, well, let's just do that and make it ours. Okay, so what I need to do are these windows. Okay, so at the front part, we're gonna have a thing like that. I'm gonna come around, we're gonna go around like that. So my ship is actually facing the other way. Let's look at it here. Okay, so at the front it's angled like that. All right, at any rate, we're going to come in here, and I'll just bring my 3D cursor there, and I'll start with another plane to make this window. All right, rotate Y90. This might make it even taller anyhow. We'll see though. I'm going to bring this back here. And the idea is that this, I'm going to select that point there, pull it forward, and put both of them, you know, something like this. And we'll go up a little bit. And then these come back here. And then this one I'm going to pull in a little bit. And I'm going to Shift Control B to bevel. And I'm going to pull. There's 3, 4. I'll go for at least 5. And then I can fix this up after. I'm gonna round these a little bit too. And maybe I can go for 3. So there's the approximate window. So now let's grab those and pull them down a bit. So there's some room back there. And there's less room up here. I just don't want to go over any edges. Let's start with this, and basically what I'll be doing is booleaning through. Let's flip that. I'm going to go through both sides. I just want to make sure this is what I want to do. I might pull it back a little bit, like that. All right, so that's going to make both of those windows. And do I want to slope that even more? That's the only thing. I don't think I necessarily need to. So, all right, well, let's try this. Let's, or do I want to give this some thickness first? I might do that. Let's, no. Let's take this edge and just push it down a bit more. Take this whole thing and E and Alt S and pull. About like that. I don't want them crossing. So I could have that. I don't need those because I'm going to have a post in front of it, although I may not at the top. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to focus on it. I won't need the bottom. Okay. Do that one and press Control and do that one. I'm going to get rid of those. Maybe all I can get rid of. Geez, do I want to angle it more? I don't know. I think at this point I will do a small bevel here. I think we're okay. I don't think that's going to be a problem. So the window just looks rather large. It is a large window, however, on that. So let's go with that. Let's just check this. Yeah, okay. Let's take this and say Boolean difference with respect to that. Let's apply that. Let's take that and hide that. And is that too high? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to back out for a second and take this and scale it in the Z a little bit. Just pull it down a bit. Let's go there. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Take that and bring it up again. So, yeah, like that. Okay, let's do that again. Let's hide that. Okay, so this is what I get. Now, one thing I can potentially do is add a bevel. And if that doesn't work, I can add weighted normals to it. And possibly take off that bevel and see if I like the result. And once I bevel this, although I won't really see it, but by coming in here and beveling it, I'll a minute I'll fix some of that shading. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to select the edges there. And here, it's going to look all right in the end. Just, it's a little rough right now. That's not it. That one. Okay, let's just look from here. Just a quick bevel of 3 or so. And that clears up a lot of the shading. And that's going to be covered by the frame. So I really don't need that. Okay, Alt-H. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to swing it back here. And I'm going to have just one pane on the outside sort of sticking through to the other side. So you'll see the back side of that. All right, whoops. I want that. All right, so we'll start with that thickness anyhow. Select there and there. And we could let's try inset and see how far we can go without crossing over. I don't want to go too far. What I'm going to do is I'll do that, and then let's see if I scale it some more. No, I think I have crossed over here. So let's do that again. Yeah, I can only come in that far. So what I'll do is I'll take this here, and I'll scale Shift X. We'll try that just to get it a little bit bigger. Okay, that's okay. Let's take this and Control E, bridge edge loops. We can scale it down for now to, it seems a little bit more reasonable. And I may want to, let's try GG and see how much we destroy the curve. GG just to get out of that area there. And I don't want to do that. Okay, what if I take that and GG, just slide it along there. GG, slide that there. Just keep the curve, but just get out of that spot a bit. All right, so let's take this, drop an edge loop right in the middle. And, let's see. If I take the whole thing and I scale Shift X, can I bring it in and just give myself a bit more room, or is it going to not scale nicely? I don't think that scales nicely, so I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, with that done, I'm going to, in face selection, Shift Alt and click there. And then I'm going to extrude out just a little bit like that. Shift Alt and click those edges there on the outsides. I'm going to press Control B and start pulling, but I'm going to press C for clamp, and that's as far as it wants to go. I roll up a little bit, and we'll get this. Let's shade smooth, and I will be putting on a subdivision anyhow to fix that, and then I'll work on that corner in a bit. That's not all we're going to want to do, so we're going to bring in an edge loop here. Actually, we're going to do this and this. So we start getting a slightly better shape. And I know it seems rather thick, but it is going to go through the window rather than having two of them. And so let's just bring that in and start seeing what it's like if it's in there. Just something like that, and then sticking through. I'll have to make it a bit thicker, so let's just scale in the X and do that till it starts poking through. And I can put some bolts on that, and I will be putting bolts on this. Now, I do need to widen this now, so I'm going to do that. And maybe grab those ones. And let's scale in the Z. Let's just do it this way. And scale in the Y a little bit. And I wonder how far I can pull it. Well, I can adjust the position of the hole as well. But I think that's all right, like that. It's very large. And if I just happen to go up to 2, I'm just going to put it on 2 for now. And I'm going to actually take it off, and I want to look at some of this and see if I can get rid of some of these edges and if I can improve what I want. Okay, I'm getting there. Just give me a minute here. I'll work on that in a second. It's a little bit thicker. Okay. Let's turn that off for a second and grab that. Let's GG. Just try to slide it out. GG. And let's pull that out. I just want to make sure that I've got enough room to put some bolts where I need them. And I think I need to do some work on here as well. So it's just touching up. It's kind of, maybe it was a bad way of doing some of this. But, you know, you can always go back in and fix it to some extent. Let's go there. Let's see what that's like. I just would like this to be a little bit more round. So I'm going to just come out, not pinch it as much because I've got the subdivision on. I feel like I'm taking a long time on this, and I apologize for that. Okay, so you see that on the inside and that there. Seems awfully big to me. But it is an awfully big window, isn't it? Maybe once the roof is on, it won't look so odd. All right, let's just Shift C and take that, set origin to 3D cursor and mirror it and see how it looks with two of them there. Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. And let's do a similar thing for the front. Let's come in here and just sort of select here. And maybe we'll bring the 3D cursor right there, and I'll build another sort of pane for that one. All right. So let's rotate X90. Yeah, some tweaks may need to be done, but that's part of it anyhow. That's okay. Let's scale the Z just a little bit. Let's scale in the X. And let's go ahead and punch that through, and then we can have a closer look at this. I'm not too worried about having it at the exact same height as the other windows. Something like that. Let's round these corners now of this cutting tool. Actually, let me back off and see how many I'm using. I wouldn't mind using 5 for this to get it nice and round. Now, if I just punch through like that, as opposed to punching through on a bit of an angle to kind of match this, that might be a better idea than using that for the frame. Not hitting anything else that I care about, am I? Let's try that. Let's make sure it's not flipped yet. Okay. So I'm going to save. I think we're ready to go back if I need to. I'm going to do Boolean. I'm going to bring it to the top, and I'm going to select that. And come in here, and I'm going to hide that. And just have a quick look. Yeah, all right. So let's try this now. Let's just focus on that. All right, let's come around here. And this. Let's just double check that we've got everything that we need and nothing that we don't. Don't want that. And don't want that. Yeah, same thing here. And another one. Let's try that. Just for the smoothing purposes, just with 3 like that. Okay, it's looking all right. Slash key, let's bring everything else back. So let's come in here now, and let's take one of these edges. Let's see if I can get something that goes all the way around, like the new beveled one. We'll take that, and I've switched to normal. Shift D to duplicate, and I'm going to press F to make a face, just so I can get this thing out. And then I'm going to come back in and let's see, get rid of those faces. And do I have that thing as a separate thing? I don't yet, do I? Okay. Control L, P to break it out. Okay, I want just that. Now, let's have a look at this and see if I can. What I really want to do is make a face there. And no, it's not going to do it yet. Okay. Oh, by the way, let's merge by distance in case. Let's come back here. I'm going to want to make faces here. We'll use a vertical, at least for the curvature here. All right, so I can make a face there, there, there. Can I just keep going now? Or are you going to do individual ones? And I don't want the individual ones because I want to inset, and that's going to give me a headache. So I think I'm just going to do that. Or do I want just one big one there? No, we'll go with what we're doing, and we'll see. So I'm selecting those vertices, pressing F to make a face, and then selecting those edges, and I guess all of that. That's what I wanted. Okay. I may not be able to inset that far, by the way. Let's extrude out to give it some thickness. And flip it. What did I do? Flip it. And shut that off for the moment. Let's take these front ones and these back ones. I'm just doing the same thing as I did on the side window. Not that, though. And I want to press I to inset. I wanted to see how far I could come in. That's going to be fine, I think. I mean, it may not be exactly the same width as that. You know. All right, Control E, bridge edge loops. So I'm getting that. And if I come to normal, yeah, okay, I can pull that in. And I can scale it in a little bit if I want. If I do this, if I Alt S, no, I can't really go a bit any further. I can do it on the outside probably. I'll do that for now, and I'll drop an edge loop there, and I'll do the same thing. I'm going to extrude out, or gestured out there actually, and grab there, and Control B to bevel, pull, until they hit. And that's fine like that, but I better select and merge by distance. I hope I did that on the other one. And here I'm going to, I'll just bevel that one. 3 is probably fine. And we'll do these inner ones here, so you'd see that on the inside of the cabin, like that. And I'll shade smooth. We'll throw on a Control 1. Same thing here again, eh? If I do that, just pull it a little bit more like that. I think I'd be okay with that. I might want to take those two and do that. Okay. Let's pull this back. Let's scale the whole thing. And this is what I'm getting. I don't have as much of a border on this one, however. So let's see if I Control plus to there. Let's see if I just Alt. No, I don't want that. Scale Shift Z. See what I get. I think I could probably go with that, and I can make it bigger if I want to. Yeah, sorry if that was rather long-winded. Oh, let's put the cavity shader back on. Nah, that's odd looking. Let's come to our sculpting just to have a quick look at it. So, yeah, that's what we get. Okay. Let's quickly do a bit of a roof, and then we'll see where we end up with on this. I think it's looking pretty good, pretty close to what I wanted. Okay, so for the roof, just quickly zooming in here again to look at this. So this is what we've got. Okay, so we've got this plane, which is rounded on the sides, and we've got a little notch right there. So let's do that thing. And then we'll wrap this one up. I will do some tweaks on the side, and I'll tell you what I've done, if I've done anything major. And let's just do this. Okay, so it's going to be about that wide, and it's going to come back, kind of like that, eh? Let me just double check here how far back. It is going to come back, and it's sort of near the end of that curve, and it's going to overhang. Maybe overhangs to the front of that, but mine doesn't have as much of a... I might try a little bit more of a shear on that. Let's go with that actually for now. And let's do this. Let's drop an edge loop here and Control B and split that to about there. And take these. Let's go back to global and just pull them back. Is that what I want to be doing? Yeah, okay. All right, we'll start with that. We'll give it some thickness, not too much. Maybe like that. And then we'll come in here in edge selection. I'll select there and there. We're going to bevel this. I'm going to go with 5, like that. And I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to make this a big end gun. I'm going to dissolve those edges, and let's just focus on this piece here. I'm going to do the same down here. I just like to work this way. And then I'm going to bevel each of these just a little bit, and then the top and the bottom, and this piece will have this basic piece. But I'm just going to use 3 here, just a small thing like that. Top and the bottom with 3. That's it. Shade smooth. Any shading errors I can fix. So that's going to be there. And you know, push it down like that. Okay, cool. Let's keep saving. And what do we need on top of this? Okay, so I need these things with 2 in the middle, and it starts right past the groove there, that cut. So what I'll do is I'll take this edge here, Shift D to duplicate, scale it a little bit, P to break it out, and I want to pull it up, look from the side, extrude down X edges. So I have that. I'm going to take these, Shift Control B and pull with 3 should be fine. And I'm going to convert to a curve and give this a bit of thickness like that. Is that 3? Yeah, okay, something like that. And then I want to make those vertical pieces. So select 2 that are straight away and duplicate and scale, and then rotate X 90. Take this piece and push it down till it makes a connection there. Just grab those again. Look from the side, and I believe there are 2, and I'm just going to do this by eye. I'm just going to do 1 there and 1 there, and it's all one piece. And you know, unless I want to change it, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to give it a resolution of just 3 and convert to a mesh and shade smooth. And if I want, I can put a subdivision on there if I want to. But, all right, so let's mirror that across to the other side. So we got that there, and what else have we got? Oh yeah, we got those stripe-like things there. We could simply do that with, we could grab that edge again, actually. Shift D to duplicate, pull it, scale it, P to break it out, take it and extrude it a little bit, give it some width like that, and how about we just extrude down like that, get rid of the bottom faces, and we'll flip it, and then we'll take these edges here in the front and in the back, and we'll bevel those. Control B, and I've got C, I've got clamping on, and we'll roll up a couple times. It ends up being a lot of polys. Oh yeah, don't forget to merge by distance. And I'll just take the top and we'll just bevel it down like that. You try to get not too many, polys, but whatever. And I can shade smooth that. And that's what I'm going to use, just like that. So I'll bring that over here, and let me just see how far it goes. It's pretty much the length of the bar, isn't it? So good enough. That's fine. Okay, and we'll add an array in the X, pull that out, and I'm going to go for, I think it's 5, and it might be 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5, I think. Okay, and just increase this until it looks kind of equal. And I'm going to apply that array. I just want to make sure that we're making contact here. And yeah, and I think I'm going to take those and this, and I'm going to join those. And for the moment, I'm going to take that, apply the mirror, and join that as well. And just have it as one piece. Okay, cool. And then we've got these little lights on there, and for the moment I'm just going to block it in, and I might stick with that because I don't want to take too much more of your time. I'm going to take a piece of this, Shift D, and scale, and let's break it out. All right, so it's going to be something like this. Okay, let's move that up. Bring that back and scale in. Very simply like that for the moment. How rectangular are they, though? Yeah, they're pretty much rectangular. And we'll just go through this and bevel it and put it on a little stand, and we'll leave it at that, and then we'll see if we can use this or not. Where am I? There's 3. That's probably okay. Take that. We'll bevel that, and we'll definitely bevel that like that. And maybe we'll take this and I'd inset. It can't go too far, just a little bit, and just push it in a bit, and maybe even scale it and bevel this edge a bit. Probably want to bevel that edge too. And bring the 3D cursor there. Let's just put it on a cylinder for now, and take a break from this and think about what we need to do next. Think about what we've done. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's say push that in there. Actually, let's focus on that. Yeah, I want to get rid of the top, and I just want to pull the bottom down. I'm going to yank it down, and let's look at that again. Okay, come back into it. Let's do that. I'll get rid of that, and I'll shade smooth. I'll make a better stand possibly later. Let's see how this works with shading smooth. It's okay for now. So let's join those, and we know we can always take them apart and work on them more later. So let's take this and bring the 3D cursor there, and then take that, set origin to the 3D cursor, and mirror it. And then I don't actually like the position of that. And is it actually mirrored? Yeah, it looks pretty mirrored. Boy. All right, so where are we at with statistics? 52. That's nothing. We're okay. All right, so this is what we are coming up with so far, and let's put all of these in the ship. And let's Shift C, and let's bring in a collection instance of that. Let's rotate Z 180 and park it beside, just so we can get the front and the back view right off the bat. I'm going to shut off my screencast keys, and this, and this, and that's what we get. All right. This looks a little odd to me. It's standing out quite a bit. It's pretty thick, but hopefully once we get some textures on there, and I might reconsider this a little bit, hopefully it's all going to come together. But that's what we've got so far for the Uncharted 4 Speedboat. All right, so I'll be back with more updates in part 3. Thanks so much for watching. Please give the video a like, leave me a comment if you feel like it, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.